Hello, time for game two. This would be a lot better if we had another artifact in our hand, but as of right now, I can turn one Glimmer Void, Memnite, Mox Opal, but the Mox Opal will not be turned on. So let me think. Let's go ahead and mulligan that. This is a lot better. Let's keep this. Because we have the Cranial Plating, the Master, and the Darksteel. It's a little slow, but maybe we'll draw into some better action here. A turn one nothing from Affinity is actually pretty bad. This might not have been the best hand, but we'll see. Another Nexus, not the best. Yeah, this actually was probably a pretty bad hand, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I like the Cranial Plating land plan. So next turn we'll play the Plating. This also plays around a lot of board sweeps he could have, like a lot of destroy all artifacts or, a Stony Silence or something, which if he's pod, I doubt he'll play, like I said previously, but I don't know. I like this plan. Mox Opal makes it a lot better. Now I kind of wish I played this last turn. So let's go ahead and play another Blink Moth. Let's play the Plating. And then next turn we'll Citadel, Opal, Master. And if he paths it, he paths it. And we can attack with... Actually, I guess we won't be able to attack. But I do like the hand. I know it's a little slow, but I think this is a good hand. And I guess the game will tell. So far, he hasn't really done anything. Here comes the pod, though. You can always tell because they'll lose 2 life. So this will allow him to just chain stuff together. So he's probably going to sack his birds here and go for, Voice of Resurgence. But I'm not really worried about that quite yet. Or a Kataki, which is pretty bad for us, but not unbeatable. So let's just go ahead and pay 1. Yeah, Kataki's is really, really bad. But we are kind of playing around it, so let's go ahead and play Ink Moth. We can play an artifact that'll pay for itself. Except it doesn't quite yet. What we can do is we can animate Ink Moth. Equip this. And get in for... Oh, shit. I mean, excuse me. I didn't mean to say a bad word there. I forgot he had Summoning Sickness. So, my mistake. We might not win this game, guys. I'm really sorry. So we'll have to pay 2 next turn. Like I said, the Mox Opal pays for itself, but I don't think I want to do that. I don't know. Let's just see. I don't like giving up games. We could draw a kill spell next turn, and that'd be great. But really, we just need to keep mana up for the Ink Moth, to equip to the Ink Moth. So I can pay... And I guess we can start playing Citadels and sacrificing them, just to get an extra mana boost. So yeah, he'll get in for 3 here. But I really don't think this is the... I mean, this is bad, but it's not the end of the world. If we draw a Whip Flare, we're set. And we can use the Darksteels for like a little burst of mana, even if we have to sacrifice them next turn. But yeah, Kataki's is pretty hard for me to beat. It's definitely the hate card I don't want to see. But like I said, if we draw into some removal for it, hopefully we will. We should be good. I think I'm gonna. I don't think I brought on the Dismember, and I will definitely next game, and maybe even another Whip Flare. Now that I know he's running this, so he's gonna shock himself. Maybe he'll pot away his Kataki. That'd be awesome, but I doubt it. I guess the good news is that means his chain stops there. Oh, no. I will reload. I will resume as soon as I am back in the game. Or you guys can just watch me log in. Hopefully it didn't drop us from the tournament. Oh, I have no internet. Not to panic. It should just put us right back into our game here. Okay, guys, sorry about that. We are back. I'll just send a quick apology to my opponent. And we'll see what happens. Plays a Spellskite. That's also bad against us. Or it's good against us. I mean, it's bad for us. So let's go ahead and we'll pay. Yeah, we'll pay. Don't really see a way around it, to be honest. This is unfortunate, though. I really need to draw the Whip Flare now to get rid of the Kataki. So we're waiting for him to respond to me having to pay this triggered ability from Kataki. Yeah, this card's nasty against me. Basically, I gotta sacrifice artifacts unless I pay one every turn. So yeah, really not great. Think we can still win, though. However unlikely that may be. So let's pay one. Do I want the Mox Opal? It's basically transferring mana to it. But I need it for the Master. So I think this turn we actually play Master of Ethereum. And that way we can stop paying for the Opal and the Cranial Plating. Graph Diggers is good, but I don't really need to play it yet. If he passed this, that just gives me more mana to pay for my artifacts. This also stops his Kataki from attacking. I highly doubt he will now. And it also gives us a relevant threat. So I'm not going to give up. I'm going to fight through this Kataki and see what happens. So actually, yeah, he actually has to pay mana for his stuff too, so that is good. That'll set him back 2 whole mana. Actually, I kind of like where we are. So I think next turn we'll go ahead and sack the Opal, we'll keep the plating, and we'll sack the Darksteel. I think that's my plan. Actually, the Opal can just pay for itself now, so I am going to use it for that. So he's going to Abrupt Decay my guy, maybe? That's fine. That's one less thing I have to pay for. Dismember's even better. I'm okay with that. So now I think I'm going to attack with my Blink Moths. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Alright, let's go ahead and put these on the stack. We'll make the, so let's go ahead and pay with Ink Moth for the Cranial. We'll tap the Darksteel to pay for itself. And we'll have the Mox Opal also pay for itself. Now we'll play Darksteel Citadel and Ornithopter. I know it sounds crazy, but I do want the extra artifacts. So now we'll animate Blink Moth Nexus. We will equip Cranial to Blink Moth. We will attack for 7. So this Kataki is actually hurting him as much as it's hurting me. I was just lucky and got really flooded. But he has no blockers. So next turn we'll see what he decides to keep. And what am I going to keep? I definitely want to keep... Do I want to keep the Ornithopter? Like, that swing was just so good for me. Let me see. The Dark Steels, these can all pay for themselves, but the Dark... I think I may actually have to sacrifice something here. Like the Ornithopter, or maybe I'm going to sacrifice a Dark Steel so I can put the Cranial onto the Thopter. Or I could just do exactly what I did last turn. So now he actually has to make a tough decision. Does he want to keep his mana open, or does he want to keep his Birthing Pod and his Spellskite? I guess if he attacks with his Kataki, I could block here. But I don't really think I want to do that. But I do want to, because I want to keep around my artifacts. And he's at the point now where he cannot pot his Spellskite away to avoid paying for it. Because you have to do this as a sorcery. So he can't like use his pod the Spellskite, and then sacrifice both of them. So this puts him in an interesting position. He's keeping the pod. Will he keep the Spellskite? He gets rid of the Spellskite. And you see now, like though, he can't really pod Kataki. So I don't know what he's gonna do. I guess he'll play a creature and then pod it into something else. I guess I should focus on what my plan is next turn. If he plays the Lingering Souls here, that's really bad. But I have tons of mana. So yeah, he has to decide if he thinks I have a Galvanic Blast, and I certainly do in my deck, and if he pays 2 here, that'll put him in range of it. So he can't just keep potting stuff with life. Okay, so he decides to tap it. That's good. Yep, I'm going to take 2 here. No interest in blocking. I wonder if he pods it away now. Try and gain some life. I honestly don't know. He does not. Alright, so now I gotta think about how I want to do this. So, Ornithopter. Is it worth the resources to keep? I would say yes, because if he, like, paths Thopter, like, it's even worse than pathing a land. So let's go ahead and pay 1 for Cranial Plating. Let's pay 1 for Darksteel. Let's pay 1 for Darksteel. Huh, I can't float mana to my next phase. Oh, I'm gonna have enough. I have 3 sources, only 2 more things to pay for. So let's actually just go ahead and pay with Ink Moth for Opal in case I draw something I want to cast. And then let's pay... Oh, no, 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 no. Ugh, how annoying. Sure, we'll have to pay one with Opal. Signal Pest. That sucks. That just gives him another turn. Man, I goofed that up. It's alright. We'll see. I think it'll be okay. Abrupt Decay's plating, that's fine. He would have done that. He would have done that anyway. So it didn't matter what we did there. So just one less thing we have to pay for. So now I guess I'll go ahead and play the Steel Overseer next turn. Get in for 2, sure, go ahead. I'm not going to play the Graft Diggers unless he plays a Persist creature. And right now he seems content to just do this, tax me and do this. Alright, let's put everything on the stack here. So for Darksteel, let's play 1. For Darksteel, let's pay 1. For Opal, I want to keep I want to keep Opal up. Let's pay 1. For Ornithopter, let's pay the 1. Another Mox Opal, that is good. It'll let me do some fun shenanigans. Let's go ahead and tap it for white. I think now I'm going to stop paying for the Darksteels and start paying for like Signal Pest and stuff. Let's get rid of that one. Oh my goodness, I am so bad at this game. I am so sorry, guys. I do not know what's wrong with me. If I lose this game to just simple misclicks, I'm going to be so unhappy with myself. That was incredibly dumb. This client is so unforgiving also. Like, that's clearly not what I would have kept, you know? Yeah, this game might just be... Yep, this game is just... might just be too far away from us at this point. So I am going to have to go ahead and just block here. Yeah, man, this stinks. I am going to block the restoration. No, I can take a hit from it. Can I take 6 though? I think I have to. I think I have to take 6 here. So yeah, he's just going to win because I misclicked and I'm dumb. That makes me feel bad about myself, but maybe we'll get a game 3. Who knows? We played very valiantly through this Kataki, and if we draw something, you know, cool like a Whip Flare, we can stop paying all the tax. I always feel silly for misclicking twice in a row there. One time I guess it didn't matter, but the other time it definitely did. If he Shriek Moss here, that won't be good. Definitely going to bring in that Dismember. Yeah, I think he sacks the Resto Angel, gets a Shriek Maw, kills one of my guys. A Baneslayer Angel? Wow. This is a weird pod deck. Yeah, I mean, that is bad. So let's pay 1. Yeah, I just sort of goofed up this game. 2. I sort of think I missed my win of opportunity. 3. Yeah. It's not the top deck of land to play it. But I'm going to make him play it out. Ah, yeah, it's something I can't even use. All right, well, we'll just make it. Yeah, we'll play it valiantly to the end. But I think he's got a pretty unassailable position here. I'll have to block the Baneslayer for sure, so I will definitely do that. Hopefully next game he doesn't get a turn 2 Katakis. That really killed us. If he just has an Abrupt Decay though, that will get us also. Or an Orzhov Pontiff. That doesn't kill us though. It certainly hurts, but it's not the end. Because it'll kill the Signal Pest, but I can still block with my Baneslayer, with my Ornithopter, and get one more turn. Unless he has like an Abrupt Decay or something. Unless he like pods Orzhov Pontiff. So I guess he could like, yeah, haunt that. But I do get another turn still. Oh, I see. Okay, so he's going to red cap and then attack me for 6. Well played. This is the cool promo art too. Him doing stuff. Certainly curtains for me here. Alright, let's go ahead and begin to sideboard. So let's go ahead and take out another Signal Pest. So let's take out Signal Pest. Signal Pest. Was that game 1? Oh yeah, that was the other guy. That we haven't even sideboarded. No, wait, why is my Graph Diggers out? I am confused. Yeah, let's sideboard like that, and I'll see you guys for the next game.